So in terms of how do we prepare for the GDPR with just over a year to run, one of the key things, of course, is to set up a team, get some board engagement, get people together, maybe get a bit of budget together. We've touched on some of the things that may need to be looked at as early as possible: data protection officers, data protection impact assessments, whether these things need to be done. Perhaps one of the first things to do is to carry out a detailed data mapping or inventory of all of the information that you hold, where it's held, who's handling it, are you using third parties, what are you processing each element of that data for, who are you giving that data to, what are the privacy notices, and so on. Getting out all of the relevant contracts, policies, and looking at where are the gaps between what you've got now and what you need to have for GDPR. And then sort of working on filling in all of those gaps. The ICO came up with 12 steps for readiness, which is quite a helpful guide, although relatively superficial. One of the things it doesn't mention, which I think is quite important, is looking at contracts with data processors, or if you are a data processor, with your client data controllers, looking at the liabilities and risks in those contracts. Emphasis on the documentation side of things, to be able to demonstrate accountability, as we've been talking about quite a lot. Looking at all your policies and procedures. Probably there's a lot of policies that you do have, but there may be some additional policies that you need going forward, because there's a need for much more documentation. So 316 working days to go, not a lot of time. Some of these things can have quite long lead times. So perhaps the takeaway message is start early, and we can help with readiness assessments and some of these legal issues that we've been looking at. But it's a team game, and you need to bring in other elements of the organisation, other skill sets as well. Thank you again for coming at such an early hour to listen to data protection. If you're listening to this on YouTube, thank you also to you.